It is not death most people are afraid of. It is getting to the end of life only to realize that you never truly lived. There was a study done, a hospital study, on 100 elderly people facing death close to their last breath. They were asked to reflect about their life's biggest regret. Nearly all of them said they regretted not the things they did, but the things they didn't do. The risks they never took, the dreams they didn't pursue. I ask you, will your last words be, if only I had, hey, you, wake up. Why do you exist? Life is not meant to simply work, wait for the weekend, and pay rent. No, I don't know much, but I know this. Every person on this earth has a gift. And I apologize to the Black community, but I can no longer pretend. Martin Luther King, that man never had a dream. That dream had him. See, people don't choose dreams. Dreams choose them. So the question I'm getting to is, do you have the courage to grab the dream that picked you, that befits you and grips you? Or will you let it get away and slip through? You know, I learned a fact about airplanes the other day. Now, this was so surprising. See, I was talking to a pilot, and he told me that many of his passengers think planes are dangerous to fly in. But he said, actually, it is a lot more dangerous for a plane to stay on the ground. I said, what? Like, how does that sound? Well, he said, because on the ground, the plane starts to rust, malfunction, and wear much faster than it ever would if it was in the air. As I walked away, I thought, yeah, makes total sense, because planes were built to live in the skies, and every person was built to live out the dream they have inside. So it is perhaps the saddest loss to live a life on the ground without ever taking off. See, most of us are afraid of the thief that comes in the night to steal all of our things, but there is a thief in your mind who is after your dreams. His name is doubt. If you see him, call the cops and keep him away from the kids, because he is wanted for murder, for he has killed more dreams than failure ever did. He wears many disguises, and like a virus will leave you blinded, divided, and turn you into a kinda. See, kinda is lethal. You know what kinda is. It's a lot of kinda people. You kinda want a career change. You kinda want to get straight A's. You kinda want to get in shape. Simple math, no numbers to crunch. If you kinda want something, then you will kinda get the results you want. What is your dream? What ignites that spark? You can't kinda want that. You gotta want it with every part of your whole heart. Will you struggle? Yeah, you will struggle. No way around it. You will fall many times, but who's counting? Just remember, there's no such thing as a smooth mountain. If you want to make it to the top, then there are sharp ridges that must be stepped over. There will be times you get stressed and things you get depressed over, but let me tell you something. Steven Spielberg was rejected from film school 3 times, but he kept going. The television execs fired Oprah, said she wasn't fit for TV, but she kept going. Critics told Beyonce that she couldn't sing, she went through depression, but she kept going. Struggle and criticisms are prerequisites for greatness. That is the law of this universe, and no one escapes it.
Let's go. Good morning, familia. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day coming into the Monday. My topic for you is, this is big, right? We're actually launching one of the long-awaited services coming in. So today, we're going to be talking about the road less traveled, why you should be following the masses and doing the opposite. So before we go ahead and dive into the training to go ahead and unleash this product reveal, we're going to go ahead and draw some gratitude. What is 1, 2, 3 things you guys are grateful for coming into the start of the week? TGIM, thank God it's Monday. Grateful to be alive, grateful to be healthy, grateful for all the abundance, the health, the wealth flowing to each and through each and every one of you guys. I'm grateful for all of the aha moments, the breakthroughs, the breakthroughs. And I know June, this is going to be a phenomenal end to the month. But what we do today, what we do this end of this month is going to kickstart and leave a ripple effect coming into what I like to call a summer to remember. I truly believe this is going to be a summer where a lot of us are going to say this was a time where we made the decision, right? We committed to our morning routine. We committed to mastering the products. We committed to becoming the best version of ourselves. And today, I'm going to be going over one of the most exclusive products to go ahead and come into the company. So, with no further ado, let's go ahead and get into today. So, long awaited, here we go. This is going to be known as TLX, right? The future is here, TLX. So I want to go ahead and take a blast through the past so you guys can see a little bit of how long this journey's been, what we've gone through, so you can understand why it is some of us are so grateful for the times that we're living in, what we actually have to take advantage of. So I want to go ahead and show this. This actually came up on my memories literally yesterday. Okay, so this was yesterday, and it's pretty funny to see that time flies, okay? It's actually been 6 years since I've been involved with IM, okay? So check this out. You see how big Chino is? So this was, I'll never forget it, right? This was a time where we had literally, we went from starting inside of a garage to going and traveling and speaking in front of people's houses. And then we eventually got to a point where we committed to an office. So we spent money. We didn't even have the money. That's why sometimes they say, go ahead and build the stadium and the people will come. We didn't even have the money, but we went and committed to the office because we knew that was going to create pressure. And if we just did it, we would make it happen, end up getting individuals into the door to make the impact. So that was one of our first events, right? Literally, we did a few. Nobody showed up. That was probably like the third or fourth one. And we had whatever it was, 12 individuals inside of the building. But you'll notice as time went by, yes, we started at the beginning. Yes, we didn't speak the best. Yes, at the beginning, we didn't know everything. But that's what growth is about. That's what the journey is about. And now being able to have that documented, now we can go back and look through the years and see the growth in how we spoke, see the growth in our self-confidence, see the growth in even our body. It's wild. I sent some of these videos to Chino the other day. He literally dropped almost 100 pounds since these last videos. And it's amazing to see because it was another confirmation to me that lets me know, you're truly going to grow in life before you end up growing in business, right? All the internal work starts and then the external work, now you start to see the magic. But when they say, it really comes down to the thoughts that we're thinking, the habits that we have, right? Our daily methods of operation. This is where it begins. So I wanted to go back and take a blast through the past so you guys can see 6 years ago when I first started, right? It was a different price to join. We only had one product. We had Forex, and Chris Terry would get on live pretty much 6 to 7 days a week. And that was it. That's all we had access to, and a harmonic scanner. So when people are coming in nowadays, you guys have so much more access to what we had in the past. Mind you, there was only 1,200 customers. There was only a handful of educators. I could pretty much count them on one hand. And it was to the point where Chris Terry was speaking this vision to be able to go ahead and impact hundreds of thousands of lives. For those of you that don't know, the company was actually started on July 4th, Independence Day, right? And the whole goal why Chris Terry actually made this company, if you didn't know, Chris Terry's worth a lot of money, right? He didn't need to go ahead and create this company. He's already well off. He could have lived the rest of his life without ever working or putting on worksheets for the rest of his life, and he'd be good. But he wanted to give a vehicle that the average person like you and I could come in and actually learn these skill sets that changed his life. Chris Terry was somebody from New York, didn't have the greatest background, but he went out and he made a lot of money and income and impact learning how to trade it. And he said, you know what? What if I could create a platform where anybody, I don't care what walk of life that you come from, if you're 18, you're 25, you're 50, and you're from construction, you're in medical, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you're a student, anybody can come in and learn the skills. And that's what he did. He made it affordable for anybody, but things evolve as time goes. So at the beginning, we thought that was everything, just Forex, just our harmonic scanner, but this is what adapting is all about. You see, great companies, they adapt. The not so great ones, what happens? They're left in the dust. They're no longer even a thought. Perfect example. How many of you guys still see Blockbuster around? We used to go to Blockbuster all the time, right? But why don't we see it? It's one reason. They couldn't adapt to the new times. They weren't able to adjust. So the reason why I planted my flag years ago is I saw the vision of some of the leaders and how well they were able to adapt. So over the course of time, we went from not just diving into Forex, the harmonic scanner, but guess what we did? We added numerous educators. We started to be able to produce this in different languages, and then we started adding on different things like learning about crypto, learning about coins, learning about leverage trading, learning about exchange ideas, learning how to go ahead and invest in some of these coins that most have no idea about because they're not doing their research. And then it continued to progress. Now, as far as 2022, now we're not only just into Forex, crypto, now we've involved NFTs. Now we've opened the door to the metaverse and Web 3.0. So you talk about taking some of the biggest industries that exist, right? Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook reach is over 5 billion people. So if you think about it, he just changed his name to Meta. So we were ahead of the curve on Forex because 10 years ago trading Forex, you actually had to have millions of dollars in your account and you had to be on Wall Street. MetaTrader 4 was never a thing before. So this is things that I had to really understand that really changed the game for me, okay? So started with Forex, got into crypto, NFTs, the metaverse, and guess what we are officially launching today? Today is the launch of the TLX Academy. So what is TLX? TLX is going to be travel, okay? So we have multiple trillion-dollar industries that we're a part of, right? Forex is a $6.6+ trillion industry. Crypto is another trillion plus industry. And now we just took travel, which is another trillion plus industry. So this is the time to really get excited because if you pay attention, the wealthy, the 3 to 5%, they understand that when most people are fearful, the other side is greedy. They're taking advantage. So as this recession starts to hit over the next handful of months, watch how money moves and watch how people react. Because here's what happens. Money doesn't just disappear. It gets redistributed into the hands that people are ready to go ahead and take advantage. So with travel, this is what we're going to be able to do. We're going to be able to take advantage of times like this to where now we can have cheaper travel to events, to go and build your organization, to go ahead and meet with your mentors, to go ahead and go to all of these trips that I'm about to announce right here on this call. So check this out. Let's go ahead and get into TLX. I'm going to break this down really fast, okay? What does the TLX launch look like? How much does it cost? What are we getting access to? What are some of these dream trips that you've been talking about? Well, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and dive into it right now. So TLX, very simply, is an exclusive membership for travel, lifestyle, discounts, events, and benefits. So all of these different things you're now going to have access to once any individuals are part of this platform. For the Dream Team, you already know this is what we are launching today, okay? So what's included? Here's an idea. Go ahead and get your pen and paper. Star a couple of these because this is going to change the game. Discount travel up to 60% off the best online rates. Discounts at hotels, resorts, events, festivals, restaurants. Special access. You're going to hear a couple of these events I'm about to talk about. Special access to TLX themed trips, events with IM educators. Access to impact trips and events. So what does this mean? You're going to see that the Academy's already set up different events in different locations where they've handpicked educators to come out and give us this experience where not only we can have cheap travel to go out to these locations I'm going to talk about, but now you're actually going to have in-person personal education from direct mentorship from these top-notch educators. So this is something to be extremely excited about because now you're going from a screen to actually being able to get that in-person, that touch, that knowledge directly from the horse's mouth. So that's going to be big. Access to travel and lifestyle ambassador content, right? You guys are going to be able to build your brand. You're going to be able to travel at a lot cheaper rates, and individuals are going to be able to come along with you if they're ready to go ahead and dive in with the TLX package. And anniversary TLX trips. So what you're going to notice is they built this on a compounded plan, meaning if you guys actually have an active TLX membership for a year, 2 years, 3 years, guess what the company's going to do? They're actually going to take a massive incentive and give a huge discount on the trips that they've already have written down. And you guys are going to be able to experience that because here's what they're doing. Every year, the trips, they're going up the ladder. They're going to be a little bit more lavish, a little bit more exotic, a little bit more trips that you actually have access to. And you don't even have to pay for all those additional add-ons because the company is covering that for you for being a loyal member and for utilizing the package. So that's absolutely huge. Let's keep it going. So here's what happens. Once purchased, you guys you get immediate access. The second that you guys go ahead and log in and purchase your TLX Academy package, you now have immediate rates that you have discounts available to you for everything that we just talked about. So here's what the numbers look like, okay? There's over 800,000 hotels and resorts worldwide that you now have 60% discounts up to on all the different things that we talked about: hotels, resorts, festivals. So this is huge. You got to think about the events that we have coming. We have Arizona. We have chairman retreats. We have different things that I'm actually going to go over in a few minutes that I'm telling you is going to get you excited. There's a reason why a lot of us are fired up, and here is why. Okay, so just to give you guys a couple numbers, right? If you're going to New York, if you're going to Las Vegas, they gave a couple examples. So let's say somebody wanted to go ahead and stay for a couple nights. So normally per night, you guys could be paying $670 for something, a very 5-star luxury hotel. Well, guess what you're going to be paying? $480. Okay, so they're going to be dropping literally hundreds of dollars worth of discounts for anywhere that you guys actually want to go that falls in line with what they've partnered with. Okay, so let me go over the trips, right? What kind of trips do we have coming? What does it look like? Let me go ahead and show you guys. Here's what it looks like. Let me go ahead and plug this in really quick. Okay, so here we go. Trip number one, this is going to be known as the Crypto Beach in Dominican Republic, okay? Crypto Beach, Dominican Republic, October 14th to the 17th. You guys are going to be able to have access to 4 days, 3 nights, all-inclusive discounts. Just got to get my charger real quick. Okay, so this is number one. Or if you actually want to take it up and step it up a notch, they've actually made 2 parts of this trip. So the Crypto Beach in Dominican Republic has 2 parts, okay? They've got one where you can get all-inclusive discounts on tours and excursions, and then they've got the second part, which is actually really cool. This is going to be called Margaritaville Island Reserve, okay? This is going to be $550, but now you actually get double the occupancy, which means you're actually going to be able to double up, and also exclusive training with educator Kevin Barquero. So massive value is going to be dropped here. Next one, this is going to be Crypto Beach in Mexico. Those of you that don't know, I'm going to go ahead and get the cat out of the bag really quick. But some of our favorite chairmen, our favorite educators, they've been purchasing land in Tulum, Mexico for literally the past almost a year, right? They've been planning this, they've been building this for us, right? So we can go ahead and take advantage and experience life, experience all these different cities, states, and countries, and really get to see how others are really living, right? This is what I got started in the beginning for one of my main reasons was to travel. I wanted to go to Mexico, I wanted to go to Cancun, I wanted to go to Colombia, but I knew I needed a vehicle to allow me to get to experience that life. And now we have that, right? With trading, crypto, NFTs, and the metaverse, now we have money to fund not just these trips, but they're discounted trips. So this is big. The next one is going to be Pips on the Strip, December 8th to 11th. Yes, we are going out to Las Vegas, so you guys can see we've got Dominican Republic October. We've got Crypto Beach in Mexico in January coming in 2023. And at the end of the year, to wrap it up, December 8th to 11th, Pips on the Strip. This is going to be 4 days, 3 nights, Vegas discounts on tours and excursions, of course. And this is going to be at the Palms Casino and Resort. If you've never looked up the Palm Casino, go ahead and check that out and see how nice that one is. So you're going to be able to chance to experience that for $349 per person, double occupancy. And we have Forex educator Lee Allen in the building. So that's going to be amazing. To go ahead and end it off, I've got a couple more things to touch real quick. So TLX Anytime Trips, this is basically the gist, right? We're going to get access to top destinations all around the world. Every one of these hotels is either going to be a 4 or a 5-star, and it gets as low as $89 per night, all inclusive. You really don't get better than that. I'm telling you, I've traveled all around the US and I've never seen discounts like this. So this is what Chris Terry does, right? He's very influential. He finds the best partnerships that he can find because he loves giving back to the people. He loves giving them the ability to experience the life that he's been able to. So this is why we're all so blessed to have this. So a couple of things before we end up is impacting the environment, impacting the youth, right? A lot of this money is actually going to be taken to go back and give back to the environment, give back to the youth on various different projects, whether it be cancer projects, recycling, giving water actually in different parts of the country that don't have access to it at all right now. So that makes me really excited because I believe the way I see life is we should spend the first half of our life building the income so we can spend the second half giving it away and leaving a massive impact and leaving a huge dent in the world. So I'm all about the impact, right? I've already picked different cancer associations that I give back to. So this is one of the main parts for me. I love that, leading by example. And to end it off like this, I want to touch on the anniversary. Okay, so you're like, B, if we have 9 years where we can potentially get all these elevated trips, well, tell me what the trips look like because I want to see them. So here we go. Here it is. Year number 1, the trip is going to be out in Mexico. Number 2, there's actually going to be 3 that you can actually pick from: Miami, Las Vegas, and Ibiza. Yes, this is big. It's actually been on my bucket list. Year 3 is going to be Costa Rica and Greece. I'm telling you, I've been dreaming about Santorini for the past 4 years now. It's on my vision board. Year 5 is going to be Australia. Year 6, Thailand. How many of you guys have ever seen Hangover going out to Thailand? Year 7, Dubai. Year 8, yes, going out to this safari in Africa. Lady Boss Nikki, I hope you're ready for that one. Year 9 is in Bora Bora, the Maldives. And year 10, right? Guess what? You now get to pick a destination exotic of your choice wherever you'd like. 5 stars, all inclusive. Everything you go out there is essentially paid for. So this is the power of what we have with TLX. This is what's coming. And now you're like, all right, well, D, how much does it cost? Okay, so here's the deal. The TLX package is actually going to be the same price as all the other packages, right? It's going to be the same price as the 4X, the HFX, the DCX. So same thing, right? It's going to be the same initial, the same 4-week billing cycle, and 2 and free obviously applies as well. But this is going to be the newest addition added in to IM Mastery Academy. So if you're excited, if you're ready to go ahead and take advantage of the travel, if you're ready to go ahead and experience the world and see all it has to offer, because this is why we do what we do, to be able to go ahead and multiply our money, to experience life, to be able to invest, give back to our family, make an impact. So to say I'm excited is an understatement. I've been hearing this under the surface. I've been hearing these talks. I've been hearing the little birds talk about it for a long time, but now it's finally here. And here's another thing. I'm gonna give you guys a little secret. A little bird told me we have another massive launch, another massive announcement coming in December. So you see, Chris Terry is always ahead of the curve. He's always making sure that we are getting access to this information before the masses. So I love you guys. Go ahead and drop some 2s down below, drop some 7s, and smash that like button if you're excited to take advantage of the travel, experience the world. Matter of fact, go ahead and drop down your dream destination. If you had all the income, if you could go anywhere that you wanted today, and you could close your eyes and throw a dart at a map, where is it that you would go? That's what I want you guys to start thinking, because the truth is, this life is too abundant to be playing small. In fact, I heard a quote from my mentor the other day. He said, you're pissing off the universe by playing small, right? The universe, God, whatever it is you believe in, you're meant to win big. You're meant to experience all of these glorious and joyful things that life has to offer if you're ready to go ahead and believe in yourself. So family, that's my training for you guys today. I hope you got a ton of value. I hope you're ready to go ahead and travel and experience the world, because it is already done. June is a month of joy, jumping to new levels. We are pushing all the way until September, Arizona. Get ready, the biggest event of the year. I will see you guys there. We are just getting started. Let's grow.